Creeper's not supposed to be spawning yet. Hello, and welcome to part 2 of my Creeper Hole transformation series. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, I'll link it right here. After finishing the walls and the entrance, it's time to build the Nether portal platform connected to the Nether highway. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing so you don't miss part 3. If you want to see me play in this world live, I stream over on Twitch. So with all of that out of the way, let's begin. Probably I'm thinking stone bricks maybe. Stone bricks and prismarine would look nice. Is this how I want it? Let's make it like one. Yes, but do I like the shape? Yep. I think that's exactly how the shape I want it to be. So if I, let's do that. And then the platform will actually be on top of this. So I'll put a block on top of this and it'll sit like there. All of this ugliness will eventually be hidden. This monstrosity is getting inconvenient to build around. So I think I want most of it to be prismarine, but then accent these stone bricks, and then the support. However I do that will be mostly stone bricks. I have so much prismarine, it's fine. Look at him. He's so young, so naive. He has no idea. In a few short weeks, he will be out of prismarine. Completely out. Look at him, the fool. Throwing around prismarine like it's nothing. In his arrogance, he flew too close to the sun. And it cost him everything. So let's see now. So yeah, I think the question is, do I continue this out more? Maybe 1 or 2 more rows? Alright, I'm gonna just do 1 row first. Oh! I was deliberate. Yep, looks good from down here. Does, yeah, the stone bricks is a little bit wider than I wanted right there. So do we do more prismarine? Do we do another row of concrete? Like a railing or something here. I could work too. The hole, what it looks like so far. Figured it. There's gonna be a nether portal there connecting to the nether highway. Hey guys, Edit Bear here. I want to do this episode a little bit differently than the previous one. A lot of these building streams are me just placing blocks down, picking some back up and placing more down, repeating until I get something I sort of like. I frequently get comments in chat from people about how they wish they were better at building, or how I got so good at building. So what I'm going to do is try and summarize my thought process while building this platform and share some of my building techniques and how I approach building in Minecraft. In the future, I may do a whole video on this topic to cover it in more detail with more examples from this world. I very rarely begin a build knowing exactly what I want to do and how I want it to look. Usually, I'll start with a block palette and a vague idea of what I want the end result to look like. With this platform, I know I want to use a combination of stone and prismarine. Since prismarine goes very well with warped wood, it made sense to use warped fences and trapdoors as an accent block. Which brings me to one of my first tips in how I approach building. Choose 2 or 3 primary blocks that you want to use in your build, and then 1 or 2 secondary or accent blocks that match well. Oh yes, so it's starting to look like a ship. I don't want it to look like a ship. Some reliable combinations that I use often are prismarine and stone or stone bricks, prismarine and sandstone, acacia and stone bricks, and dark oak and white concrete. But you should experiment with your own combinations to find what you like. One of the most important tips I can give you when building anything in Minecraft is to add depth. I always plan for the top of this platform to be almost completely flat. The stone bricks, because if that's all the way down into there, it can be a lot of stone bricks, but like cracked and mossy ones might be enough, and then mix in a little bit of like stone and normal andesite. We also like put some vines over here. Kind of want it to look like, because it's in the swamp, so I want it to look overgrown. So in order to add depth or variation to an otherwise very flat platform, I added fences, lights, carpet, and even the Nether portal. Additionally, the base and support for the platform adds a lot of depth. Very rarely will completely flat builds look good in Minecraft, so adding depth and variation is key. I usually split my builds into at least 2 main steps. Getting the actual build in place first, and then detailing it second. Detailing can include a lot of things, adding depth to a flatter build, adding block variations, like breaking up a lot of stone or stone brick with cracked and mossy variants, cobblestone and andesite. When looking for detailed blocks and variants, I start with looking at blocks that are similar color or texture, and andesite works very well with stone and stone bricks. Granite can mix well with regular bricks. Different birch blocks match sandstone very well. In this build, I mentioned that I use warped wood as an accent block, which is just another way of saying a detail block. For the base, after getting the whole structure in using stone bricks and stone, I went back and detailed it with mossy and cracked variants, cobblestone and andesite to give a much more weathered look. To move. Get out of here. I think that's about as good as that's going to get. This such an awkward shape. Why did I make this an awkward shape? Why didn't I just make it a square? Other detail or accent blocks that I use often are various trapdoors, fence posts and fence gates, lanterns, and even banners. So play around with your build, play around with various accent and detail blocks to see what you like. One of my final tips for making your builds look good is to just look at it a lot. I'm constantly stepping back and looking at my builds, often from many different angles. Take a step back, decide if you like what you've done or not. If you don't like it, see if you can figure out the why of why you don't like it. What specifically don't you like about it? Maybe you like the shape of it, but not the specific colors that you use. Maybe the build is too dark, maybe it's too light. If there is a very large flat section, can you break up that flat section a bit with some of your detail blocks. Identifying what you don't like about a build can help you figure out which blocks you can take out and replace, which brings me to my final tip that I want to cover in this video. Don't be afraid to tear parts of your build down. You're ruining all my feng shui. Look, there's nothing in here that's pink. You're ruining feng shui. Feng shui, you're not even wearing clothes. On stream, I'll often say, when people ask me how I build, I'll say that I build stuff in Minecraft by placing a bunch of blocks down, tearing up some of the ones I don't like, putting more down, and rinse and repeat until I got a bunch of blocks down that I like. Back here, I want to build a statue of an iron golem to like commemorate all of the golems that died while we were digging the hole. I saved all the poppies I had picked up from them. I think there's 12 of them. They're in my house. But we'll put them like back there somewhere. So that's what this part of the platform is going to be for. If you're stuck with a particular build, just start throwing down a bunch of blocks and see which ones look good and tear the other ones out. I'll often start builds with no idea how I want the end result to look like. I just hope I find it along the way, and I usually do. Oh, it's all coming together. Right there. Like boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So I guess we'll do the same thing on this side too. They look reasonably similar. Vines, 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 vines. Need you to go away. Breathing up. Hey. Statues are dedicated to the brave golems who fought the slimes. So we didn't have to. Kind of. You can call it a boat. It's not a boat. Not a boat. I know it looks like a boat, and it's in water, and it's shaped like a boat. What boats do you know are made out of stone? Exactly. None. It can't be a boat. It would sink. It'd be a terrible boat. I think the platform classifies as a boat. Hey man, you're allowed to think what you want. That means the hub should be right over there. Anyways, coordinates are 10711. Or it's like 3 blocks past here. I didn't realize it was going to be practically on my highway already. I don't know if that's inconvenient or Very convenient. So it's literally right here. Because the next thing, I think, is the start working on the floor. The floor. Golems, if only you all hadn't died.